Welcome. This is ITIL version 4 Foundation Glossary for letters A to C. You can use this as a reference before taking your exam. Let's go. Acceptance criteria. A list of minimum requirements that a service or service component must meet for it to be acceptable to key stakeholders. Agile. An umbrella term for a collection of frameworks and techniques that together enable teams and individuals to work in a way that is typified by collaboration, prioritization, iterative and incremental delivery, and time boxing. There are several specific methods or frameworks that are classed as agile, such as Scrum, Lean, and Kanban. Architecture management practice. The practice of providing an understanding of all the different elements that make up an organization and how those several elements relate to one another. Asset register. A database or a list of assets, capturing key attributes such as ownership and financial value. Availability. The ability of an IT service or other configuration item to perform its agreed function when required. Availability management practice. The practice of ensuring that services deliver agreed levels of availability to meet the needs of customers and users. Baseline. A report or metric that serves as a starting point against which progress or change can be assessed. Best practice. A way of working that has been proven to be successful by multiple organizations. Big data. The use of very large volumes of structured and unstructured data from a variety of sources to gain new insights. Business analysis practice. The practice of analyzing a business or some element of a business, defining its needs and recommending solutions to address these needs and/or solve a business problem and create value for stakeholders. Business case. A justification for expenditure of organizational resources, providing information about costs, benefits, options, risks, and issues. Business impact analysis, BIA. A key activity in the practice of service continuity management that identifies vital business functions and their dependencies. Business relationship manager, BRM. A role responsible for maintaining good relationships with one or more customers. Call. An interaction, e.g., a telephone call, with a service desk. A call could result in an incident or a service request being logged. Call/contact center. An organization or business unit that handles large numbers of incoming and outgoing calls and other interactions. Capability. The ability of an organization, person, process, application, configuration item, or IT service to carry out an activity. Capacity and performance management practice. The practice of ensuring that services achieve agreed and expected performance levels, satisfying current and future demand in a cost-effective way. Capacity planning. The activity of creating a plan that manages resources to meet demand for services. Change. The addition, modification, or removal of anything that could have a direct or indirect effect on services. Change authority. A person or group responsible for authorizing a change. Change control practice. The practice of ensuring that risks are properly assessed, authorizing changes to proceed and managing a change schedule in order to maximize the number of successful service and product changes. Change model. A repeatable approach to the management of a particular type of change. Change schedule. A calendar that shows planned and historical changes. Charging. The activity that assigns a price for services. Cloud computing. A model for enabling on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources that can be rapidly provided with minimal management effort or provider interaction. Compliance. The act of ensuring that a standard or set of guidelines is followed, or that proper, consistent accounting or other practices are being employed. Confidentiality. A security objective that ensures information is not made available or disclosed to unauthorized entities. Configuration. An arrangement of configuration items, CIs, or other resources that work together to deliver a product or service. Can also be used to describe the parameter settings for one or more CIs. Configuration item, CI. Any component that needs to be managed in order to deliver an IT service. Configuration Management System, CMS. A set of tools, data, and information that is used to support service configuration management. Configuration Management Database, CMDB. A database used to store configuration records throughout their lifecycle. The CMDB also maintains the relationships between configuration records. Configuration Record. A record containing the details of a configuration item, CI. Each configuration record documents the lifecycle of a single CI. Configuration records are stored in a configuration management database. Continual improvement practice. The practice of aligning an organization's practices and services with changing business needs through the ongoing identification and improvement of all elements involved in the effective management of products and services. Continuous deployment. An integrated set of practices and tools used to deploy software changes into the production environment. These software changes have already passed predefined automated tests. Continuous integration / continuous delivery. An integrated set of practices and tools used to merge developers' code, build and test the resulting software, and package it so that it is ready for deployment. Control. The means of managing a risk, ensuring that a business objective is achieved or that a process is followed. Cost. The amount of money spent on a specific activity or resource. Cost center. A business unit or project to which costs are assigned. Critical success factor, CSF. A necessary precondition for the achievement of intended results. Culture. A set of values that is shared by a group of people, including expectations about how people should behave, ideas, beliefs, and practices. Customer. A person who defines the requirements for a service and takes responsibility for the outcomes of service consumption. Customer experience, CX. The sum of functional and emotional interactions with a service and service provider as perceived by a service consumer. Congratulations for reaching this point. I hope you are able to understand the concepts described in the glossary. There are other sets available that can help with your ITIL version 4 certification. For more videos, scan the QR. Thank you.